Good morning, guys. Guess who had a productive morning? This guy. I watched a movie. It wasn't very entertaining. I watched The Vanishing, which is a French/Dutch film from 1988. And I don't know, I didn't really enjoy it. I think it would have been very interesting and impactful if I had have watched it, you know, when it came out, although I wasn't born yet. But it didn't have that impact anymore because, well, I've seen lots of things like it since it's come out. So yeah, it wasn't as impactful. It was still well acted and it was interesting and all that stuff, but it wasn't as awesome as I was hoping it would be. And now I am going to go film a movie review, not of that movie. I'm actually going to film a review for the movie Secondhand Lions. Morning. Lights! Turn on. Thank you. Jeez. It's all gloomy. All the time. So gloomy. So I filmed my review of Secondhand Lions. Actually, the reason that I watched that movie and reviewed it is because my cousin Corey wanted me to watch that movie and review it. Like, the one comment that I have on my movie review channel is, watch this movie. He said a lot of stuff, but yeah, so I watched it, and I feel kind of bad because I wasn't really a big fan of it, and he said it was like one of his favorite movies, so I didn't tear it apart too much. I said everything that I wanted to say. It's not like I held back to be nice. But yeah, I kind of feel bad because he's like, this is one of my favorite movies. Review it. Like, the one comment that I have, like my supporter. And I was just like, yeah, I didn't like your movie. Sorry. But yeah, I'm hoping to get more suggestions of films to watch. Lydia actually suggested to me, because I was talking about watching movies that I really don't like, because so far, like, even though I've watched some films that I didn't really like all that much, I haven't watched like a crappy film and reviewed, and I'd kind of like to see what would happen if I did that. So I was talking to Lydia about that, and she said, well, why don't you watch your least favorite movie in the entire universe? To which I thought, sounds like a plan, but I must go acquire it. Down into the depths of the basement. I must release it from its slumber. Oh man, this is something I never thought I would have to do. Oh. Alright, it's up here somewhere. There we go. Oh. Edges of Darkness. This movie has plagued me for ages. So a spot of history about this and why it's down there is that I think it was must have went to like Comic-Con or something, or like Fan Expo, and I had heard about this movie on some review, and they enjoyed it, and I saw a DVD for it, and I was like, holy crap, that's that movie that reviewer really liked. $26? Sure, why not? I bought the movie without having seen it at all, and when we got back home from the Fan Expo, Comic-Con type thingy-mabob, me and my group of friends were just like, oh, what do you guys want to do? And they said, hey, Sean, why don't we watch your movie? To which I did say, I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's good or not. Maybe we shouldn't watch it. At least that's how I remember it. And they're like, yeah, no, let's just watch it. And we did. And it was probably the worst film I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, you know how sometimes movies are so bad they're good? And especially when you're with like a group of friends, you can kind of joke about it and really enjoy it anyways. Like stuff like Wicker Man or The Room, like things like that. Dungeons and Dragons, the movie. That one's a classic. Edges of Darkness was not one of these films. It was not so bad it's good. It was just so bad that it is bad. And my friend Lee, who was there and watched it with us, I don't quite remember when, but he ended up hiding that movie. I was going to throw it out. I was going to throw out the movie. And I was like, you know what good buying this DVD came out of? I got a free DVD case with this crappy film. So I used the case for something else. And I was like, I'm going to throw out this disc. And Lee said, no, don't throw it out. And he took it from me, and he put it up on top of the like vents and stuff in my basement. And he said, you're going to forget that it's there, but every once in a while, you will remember, and it will haunt your dreams. Which is, you know, a creepy, weird thing, but, you know, that's how Lee's brain works, apparently. And it's true, like every once in a while I would think about this movie and be like, oh yes, it's there, dwelling in my basement. Which is terrifying. So yeah, I mentioned to Lydia that I wanted to watch a crappy movie, and she remembered this one. And I unfortunately also remembered it. So, I'm thinking, although I'm dreading it, I'm thinking I'm going to re-watch the worst movie I've ever seen and possibly do a review on it. I mean, that's the plan, at least. If I can actually sit through this thing again. Who knows, maybe it's not as bad as I remember it being, but oh boy, I remember it being absolute garbage. So yeah, I will watch that at one point. Not today, because I've already watched one unenjoyable movie today. One that was actually supposed to be good. So this, going into it, knowing that it's going to be bad, and that I absolutely despise it. I don't think I'm emotionally ready for that. So the work day is at an end, and came home and went to do my homework that I hadn't started yet, unfortunately. And I had enough time to do it. However, I had to install a bunch of programs onto my computer in order to do the homework, which I was not aware that they would take so long, to the point where basically I had like 2.5 hours to do my work, and installing the programs took an hour and a half. So I had about an hour to do all my homework, and I unfortunately did not finish it. I had like 5 things that I had to do, and I was able to finish 4 out of 5 of those things. So for the most part, I guess I got stuff done. I did as much as I could with the time limit, because everything was due like midnight tonight, unfortunately. It just sucks, because I thought I would have been able to do it. I thought I had more time. So, oh well, it was unfortunate. So productive day became slightly less productive. However, I was technically productive the entire day. All the way right up till midnight, I was working on something. Oh, so that's kind of cool, I guess. And now, as the night is coming to an end, I need to take Arthur on his nightly stroll so he can go to the bathroom. However, he is asleep right now, and it is raining, and Arthur doesn't like the rain. Now, I should probably take him, because I don't know the last time he went to the bathroom before I got off work. So, it could have been forever ago, and I don't know if he has gone number 2 at all today. So, I don't want him to wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm probably going to wake him up now and take him, unfortunately. Force him to go outside in the rain, and he will hate me for it. But it'll be good in the long run because he'll actually go to the bathroom and then he won't wake me up in the middle of the night. And it will wake me up and not Lydia. Yeah.
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 He always wakes me up. Little butthead. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take him for a little walk in the pouring rain. And then I'll be able to go to bed. Alright guys, went for our stroll. Now it's time to sleep. Okay? Okay. Good night.